Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. It's the Navy midshipmen and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the Navy head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row. And
he's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So the Navy midshipman will go on offense first to start this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now the toss. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Bryant. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. On the run, it's Bryant.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Goes to the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Barber. The sweet feet buy a little time. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working that left side now. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. The option, the keeper, breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Navy! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my clipboard. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over and they'll go to work from here. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Here comes the heat. He'll get rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Gardner. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. First and 10 coming up. The play-action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Quarterback making checks. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Rushes on him. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Courtney.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The shot to clears kept his drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Gardner. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Barber. Got his man. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They'll run the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. There he goes. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Trying play action. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear.
Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Chanticleers have taken it inside the 20. Back to throw, it's Barber. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Chanticleer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. 2nd down coming up. The option look. Pulls it on the option. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. Got a little grass. Got enough for the 1st. They knock him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. On the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Going to the run, it's Bryant. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Midshipman. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man, it's Barber. Got a man, it's Washington. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now the play fake. Right on the money. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The shot that clears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the back. Got a man. Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting 1st half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Boise State Broncos. Back to your game on the surf turf. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
And the shot that clears will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Look out, he's got room. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Escapes the pressure going right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
The Chanticleer is now ready to go on offense. The give on the inside. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. The Chanticleers will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Barber. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down inside the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Chanticleers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Chanticleers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he'll be smacked to the ground. So now it's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Now on the option. Pulls it again on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hartman. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Navy will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The short hands, it's Gardner. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He goes right back to the air. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Give to the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Barber. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. QB draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. On the option, quarterback keep. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Edwards. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The big fullback's got it. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Bryant. There's a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. On the option, here's a give to Robinson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in.